ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
After administering more than 200,000 shots, San Diego County's first vaccination superstation will shut down permanently after this weekend. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Our ABC 10 News reporter Rena Nakano explains what happens after that Petco Park location is returned to the Padres.
Monday, UC San Diego health officials announced that after the last scheduled appointment on Saturday, March 20th, they will no longer operate out of the county's vaccination superstation at the Padres tailgate parking lot.
We always knew it was going to have to close as we head into baseball season.
Now that the state has greenlit fans to be in attendance at 20% capacity, these cardboard cutouts will be replaced by real people who need real parking spots. So what happens to people who are still waiting for their second doses at Petco? UC San Diego Health says they will try to fit everyone in at Petco or at one of their other sites, including a superstation on campus at Remac Arena, as well as their mobile clinics. To do so, they ask patients to click into their MyChart account.
The UC San Diego officials have been very clear with me that they will honor all of the second doses for individuals who got their first dose at Petco.
County Supervisory Chair Nathan Fletcher says the county is planning to open another downtown superstation location at the San Diego County Convention Center. For the last year, the pandemic canceled all scheduled events, so the convention center became a city-run homeless shelter. But Mayor Todd Gloria announced that the sheltered folks would finish moving out on the week of March 22nd. Fletcher says it will be a big change compared to the Petco location, which faced traffic problems and shut down several times because of weather and vaccine shortages.
That'll free up a really tremendous space with great parking, easy to access, centrally located in the same location. And so we'll be ready to stand up a superstation there.
Fletcher's office says the transition from Petco to the convention center won't be immediate. Once the federal government gives them a better idea of vaccine availability, it will only take 3 days to set up the new indoor walk-up site at the convention center. Rena Nakano, ABC 10 News.
Also tonight, donations are pouring in for the homeless at the scene of today's deadly crash. People have dropped off water, masks, food, and other essentials for homeless people still shell-shocked by what happened earlier today. 3 people were killed, 6 others were hurt when a suspected drunk driver plowed into the homeless people living in the tunnel next to City College downtown. It's located in the 1500 block of B Street. And our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner has more from the scene of the crash.
A horrendous mass casualty crash downtown by the San Diego City College on this rainy Monday morning. Several victims were being treated onto gurneys. One victim with a leg injury clearly in shock.
Not only is this a very emotional call for all of the first responders and police officers there to arrive, but a very chaotic one.
According to San Diego police, the driver, identified as 71-year-old Craig Voss, reportedly ran his car up onto the sidewalk, striking several people who were there with tents and other belongings. The Volvo was still on scene with extensive front-end damage. SDPD says Voss stopped to help the victims, but 3 people were pronounced dead on scene. Another 5 were transported to area hospitals, 2 of them in critical condition. At Monday afternoon's press conference, Police Chief David Nislight told reporters that Voss is suspected of DUI and is in custody.
He is a resident of the city of San Diego, and he is under arrest for 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter, 5 counts of causing great bodily injury while committing a felony, and 1 count of felony DUI.
And the roadway behind us reopened tonight after it was closed for 8 hours while crews worked to clear all of the debris. A full criminal investigation is now underway. Reporting from downtown, Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
There is also a growing memorial tonight at the site of the crash. San Diegans have been gathering to drop off flowers and candles. They're also writing messages in the sidewalk with chalk to memorialize those who lost their lives.
Advocates for San Diego's homeless say today's incident is another reason why more needs to be done to help get people off the streets. And people that we spoke to at the scene tell us that the underpass is a common area for homeless San Diegans to gather. Advocate Michael McConnell wants those who died to be remembered with respect.
They're somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's friend, somebody's daughter, son, grandfather, grandmother, mother, and daughter, just like all of us are. We all bleed red.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria says he'll be prioritizing aid for the unsheltered community.
Today was a very good day for the children in California who have been shut out of their schools for over 1 full year.
A win for North County parents tonight. A judge stopped several pandemic-related rules that parents felt prevented districts from reopening in person. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo breaks it all down for us.
The judge ruled the state was denying students their right to an education by forcing them to do distance learning. Their parents agree.
Huge victory for us and just a lot of validation.
A legal victory for parents who want their kids back on campus for school.
These school districts can immediately expand their reopening plans and get kids back 5 days a week, full time, as much as they can.
North County parents filed the lawsuit against several state leaders in February after the state issued new guidelines for districts to be able to return in person, including a minimum 4 feet distance for spacing student chairs and keeping student groups together all day.
What we had been arguing, all along is that the state has just been issuing arbitrary rules without any basis, without any, kind of understanding of, the situation that each, school district and county was in.
Several North County school districts were already planning to return to in-person learning for 1 or 2 days a week, as San Diego County is expected to head into the red tier on Tuesday. The ruling allows districts to expand their plans for more in-person days. Students in Carlsbad Union School District, San Dieguito, and Poway Unified will return as early as Tuesday for 1 to 2 day a week learning for small groups. The district superintendents reacting to the news in separate statements, saying they are excited to welcome back students to their campuses. Another hearing is scheduled in 2 weeks where districts are expected to present their plans for future reopening.
These school districts have not really planned for anything other than these 2-day hybrids because there was no reason to. The rules prevented them, from expanding and bringing more kids on campus.
Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Now to our winter weather. Rain is moving out of the county, but not before wreaking havoc on our roads and elsewhere. Showers poured in the downtown area earlier today. Restaurants were forced to close down their outdoor areas because of that wet weather. The rain was also the likely cause of several car crashes in the county. One woman received minor injuries after crashing on the I-5 North near Old Town. Employees from a nearby restaurant ran to help her after her car collided down an embankment. And severe weather is causing 4 San Diego County school districts to move to distance learning tomorrow. Those impacted are Julian Union Elementary School District, Julian Union High School District, Spencer Valley School District, and Warner Unified School Districts. The San Diego County Office of Education said the move was made due to the high winds and icy roads.
Meteorologist Angelica Campos is joining us now, and she's tracking our winter weather. Angelica?
Hi, Kim. Yes, we're tracking the potential for still some wet weather overnight, gusty, potentially damaging winds and icy conditions, especially in our mountains. As we look now at the current winds, you can see it is windy up and down the coastline, averaging 25-30 miles per hour near San Diego downtown, Julian 32, 51 in Harrison Park. And we still have rain and snow in the county. We'll continue to watch snow, most likely adding up in the mountains, expecting up to 4 inches of snow by tomorrow morning. And we also have some wet weather in the North County with a few leftover showers still moving from Oceanside towards Vista. And that's going to be extending farther east into the county. Downtown is dry at the moment, but if anyone has to travel overnight or very early in the morning, it could still be wet on the roads.
Thank you, Angelica. San Diego County is expected to move into the red tier tomorrow. And that means by Wednesday, places such as restaurants, gyms, movie theaters, and museums can start bringing people inside with restrictions. CrossFit Unsung in Poway has been operating out of its parking lot, and the owner is looking forward to moving inside.
Definite welcome change after the last year kind of being back and forth and having to be really creative with how we programmed our workouts.
Under the red tier, gyms can reopen at 10% capacity, restaurants at 25%.
The county reported a very encouraging 178 new cases today at a test positivity rate of just 2%. There are no reported new deaths. That's typical for a Monday, so that number stands at 3,400.
As of today, many more San Diegans are eligible to get the coronavirus vaccine. Today, the state expanded eligibility to people with certain health conditions, including cancer and type 2 diabetes. About 4.4 million Californians qualify. San Diego is also allowing people with moderate asthma, hypertension, or are overweight with a BMI more than 25. The site manager at the South Bay Vaccine Superstation tells us you don't need a doctor's note.
We are asking folks to verbally attest that they have one of those high-risk comorbidities.
Also now eligible for the vaccine, public transit and airport workers and those that work in high-risk settings such as jails and homeless shelters.